Is up, everyone? Welcome back to another awesome episode of Farming Simulator 25. My name is Evil One, and if you are just joining us, we are in an alternative timeline. Try saying that 5 times fast. The timeline is my real life. If I had decided to go home and work the family farm after getting out of the military. And so in this playthrough, it's kind of realistic. I'm trying to keep things as realistic as possible anyway. And kind of like how it was on the farm. Now, obviously, buildings and the location is a little bit different, but the crops that we're growing and the tractors that we have are very, very similar, including like things like some of the buildings, I guess. We did have a big shop like this. We did have a pole barn, not unlike this, but it's different. And of course, we had corn. And we also had alfalfa as our cash crop, is what we called our cash crop. And we had an old white farm truck you can see there in the distance parked at our house. And unfortunately, this house does not look anything like the house I grew up in, but it serves a purpose. We never did have sheep, but we did have cows. And in this playthrough, we do have sheep. My wife has decided to get a couple of little baby lambs we can see here playing. I think we have 6 of them out there. And it is also September 1st, late in the afternoon. I just got off the new tractor you saw over there, the New Holland T7, after plowing up the old potato field. We're going to be coming in the corn with this field. And we did apply a lot of lime to it, which is why the pH value says bad. We are very, very high on the pH, so which is fine because we had it turned up all the way. We do have some information about this field from the agrist that came out and did the soil samples for us this last summer, but then we plowed it up after adding some lime. So of course we don't have any way of metering how much lime to put down. We could have probably slowed down the rate a little bit, but we don't really have a good way of measuring that. So we can see we also have some stones in the field here, which is not ideal, and we'll need to get these picked up before processing this field any further, I believe. I'm not sure if they're going to they look kind of large. They might cause some damage to our disc. That is the next step. We need to disc this or chisel plow it, cultivate it to knock down these high furrows. And we do that. We are going to come in here with the tractor. You can see I kind of went this way on the headlands because this fence is so close. I'd try and, when I was going this way up and down the field here, I didn't want to stay away from the fence. So I was picking up the implement in this area and turning around, give myself plenty of space to turn around. So I came back through with a couple cleanup passes here on the headlands. I did 1 or 2 passes on that side too. So at any rate, we need to come in here and knock down these high furrows and smooth up this field. But I'm thinking that we need to do that before picking up the stones. I got a feeling we might be dragging up some more stones. See, we got the big tractor parked there. Big tractor's having some problems with the transmission. It's not pulling very well. And I'm thinking that it might be time to have to say goodbye to this tractor. We've rebuilt this tractor a few times. We've overhauled the engine twice, and we've overhauled the transmission once. And it's been a great tractor, but it is just not wanting to pull anything, and it's struggling pretty hard. So we're going to hold on to it for now, but we do need... I don't think we're going to be using it much in the field to do field work. But here's some of our implements here. We have our chisel plow here. This will act as a good cultivator to knock down those furrows. We also have a disc. It's a high-speed disc that we can also use to knock down those furrows. I'm thinking the chisel plow is going to work pretty good for this. It's got some big old shoes on there, and it can do it. And this is our rock picker. that we have. On the farm, we actually did have a rock picker that we actually converted an old potato digger to dig up the rocks and stones for us. So let us run back over here to the new tractor. We're going to park that plow. All right, we'll get it unfolded here. Unfolding it just so we can lower it down and park it. Lower it down and disconnect. Let's go get on that high speed, or excuse me, the chisel plow. And so we look at these little feet, these little shoes that are on the tines of this thing. And those are going to just kind of drag dirt and from the high spots to the low spots in the field and do a really good job of smoothing it out. And then, of course, we got these little tines in the back. Those are going to break up any dirt clods and stuff like that and just kind of rake the soil, turn it all nice and good. The big tractor's kind of in the way, so we're going to go this way, which is fine because this will put us at the end of the field anyway. So we want to, like I was saying, we want to cross the furrows. We don't want to be going up and down it this way and driving like straight down the hill here, like going this way would be really bouncy and rough and hard on the tractor. So I'm thinking that if we cross it at an angle, that's going to be best for us. So that's what we're going to do. We'll go ahead and lower the implement and just make a cut right across the field here. Try to keep it straight. I'm not using any GPS or anything like that. I'm just kind of trying to keep my tractor pointing in one direction without turning too much. Now we can see I kind of got a little bit of an arc going on there. But you can see now it's nice and smooth. So, or smoother. So that's what we're looking for. right, we're just doing the headland. Doing a little bit of a cleanup pass here. Try not to turn around in the road, but sometimes you don't really have a choice. And cultivating doesn't need to be absolutely perfect. It's not the first time or last time we'll be in this field as dirt. This last time we'll be in the field with the cultivator until spring. We'll probably bring the disc in spring just to mix up the soil a little bit, smooth it out again. Got a pass here on this side. You see how I was turning around, trying to stay away from that fence. I think I tagged it a few times. Wife won't be happy about that, but anyway, we're going to be in the field to do some rock picking. That's probably looking pretty good. I'm strike. Whoa! Hi, school bus. We're gonna get in the field to do some rock picking here, probably tomorrow. It's already after 4 o'clock today, so we're probably gonna call it a night. We'll drop this cultivator off, call it a night, and then maybe tomorrow, weather permitting, we will maybe get out there with the rock picker, pick up some of them rocks, and get it ready for winter. Lower that down, disconnect it, and we'll just go and park the tractor in the shed. Shut everything down for the day. Oh, there it is. I was like, where is the little tractor? Forgot where I parked it. Might as well go grab the big tractor. Well, actually, I'm going to put it in the shop here because I'm going to go in here and get the shop door open. I got the swather in here. We can put it right here. We're going to take a look at it, see if there's anything we can do to maybe get it going again. It's just, the engine's running good. It just doesn't want to move, especially under a load. If you're trying to pull a load, it just doesn't want to do it. So we'll pull it in here. We'll take a look at it when we get some more time here. So I'll close this door. Lock up the shop. Perfect. Lock up the pole barn. All right, there we go. All right. I think the only thing we need to do now is go talk with the wife. Make sure this door's locked. It is. We'll go talk with the wife, see what her plans for dinner are. Might take her out tonight. And, yeah, we'll go from there. We'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, everyone. It is September 2nd, 8 o'clock in the morning. Last night, my wife and we decided to go down to a neighboring town. I almost call it a city. It is not a city. It is definitely a town. And we came down to this town. We went to McDonald's. My wife really wanted to have McDonald's. And on the way back from picking up our food, we just went for a drive through the countryside, and we found something that I think we're interested in. So I'm going to head into town. The bank should have just opened. I'm going to go talk to them about getting a loan because I saw something on the side of the road that I think we need. And I have no idea if I even want to buy it or not. I'm not really sure the condition. It looks pretty rough, but we're speeding here. I think that it's something that we're going to want, though. and we can probably fix it up, clean it up, and make it work well for us. So we're gonna head into town. We're gonna have cash in hand, and we're gonna see if we can buy this piece of equipment. All right, we just came out of the bank here. It We got a loan. It's not the greatest. Let's take a look here. We got took out $6,000, a personal loan for $6,000 at 3.9% for 3 years, 36 months, and our monthly payment is $179. So now we have the cash in hand. We're gonna drive on down to this where this implement is and go take a look at it because I'm pretty excited about this. If you can't tell, if you can't tell, I'm pretty excited. And like I said, I think this is gonna be something we can really use. So I'm hoping to get it. Hopefully, it's not already sold. And if it is, oh well. We're gonna head out of town going this way. Speed limit is now 65 miles an hour. That's nice. It's about all this truck can do. I think it's gonna be this turn here. Oop, we gotta start slowing down here. We're gonna turn here. I'll come to a stop. I tell you, driving with a keyboard sometimes is a little challenging. All right, I see it. It looks much better so far in the daylight. There it is. A John Deere 100 Baler. And it is pretty rough. All right, I'm going to go see if I can find somebody around here. Maybe I'll call the number on the sign and we'll see about making a deal. It's pretty rough, but maybe we can make it happen. All right, $5,500 and it is sold. I was able to buy it. The guy that owns this farm said that he's had a little bit of interest in it, but when people start seeing how rough it is, they quickly change their mind. Unfortunately, he told me that after we came up with a deal. I was able to knock $500 off his asking price just because it's so rough. So we need to get it home. I don't think my truck can pull it. That looks like a pedal hitch there. So we'll try. I don't think that's just a normal ball hitch, but maybe it'll hook up. Yeah, that's wishful thinking. All right, we'll go get the tractor or something and come back and pick that up. We're gonna need to get some fuel in this truck too. Unfortunately, we can't put diesel in it. We have to go into town to get gasoline. Whoa. Well, all right, let's see what we got in here that we could use to pull that baler home. We obviously have the tractor, but the tractor is really slow. I'm hoping that we can use this truck here with a pintle hitch. But that is not a pintle hitch. That is a ball hitch. I don't think it's going to hook up to that baler. We need round. So I guess that leaves us with one option, and that's the tractor. It's going to be a long day, but let's go get it. Oh, finally, we are here. It takes a long time to get here. All right. Here it is. Oh, the for sale sign's gone. That's good. That's nice of them. We'll get backed up to it here. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, it's in rough shape. Hey, at least the lights are working. All right. Let's go home. There's home. Coming up on it. Been watching these tires on the Baler. They're real squishy. Pretty low in the air pressure there. I've been hoping that they wouldn't roll off the bead, and so far so good. I think we got kind of lucky with that. Let's go ahead and put this Baler in the shop. See, we'll pull up like this. We'll put it in bay number 2 here in the upper shop. We'll open the door. It was a long drive to get here. I think I need to pull more forward. Let's see here. Yeah, we need to pull more forward. Hill makes things a little bit tricky. All right, let's go here. Unhooked. Probably turn off our flashers. Let's turn off the tractor here. Well, we're going to take a look at this thing. Get a little bit closer, up close and personal to it, I guess. Wow. It's used for sure. Rough. Not sure what's going to cost or what's going to take to get it working. The farmer I bought it from said that it worked, and everything seemed to be fine with it. And he just got a new baler to replace it, but he didn't grease it, and it's been sitting for a couple of months. So he said that everything should work on it just fine. But we'll check it out. We're going to go over it with a fine-tooth comb. I'm going to put some air in the tires, grease it all up real well, wash it. Maybe rattle can a few spots. I've got some definite wear on this baler here. So we'll go over it with the fine-tooth comb like I was saying and make sure that it's good for us. So, all right, I'm going to go park this tractor, and I think that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed this content, please remember to hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button if you would like to see more, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.